Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm still in the book doing what I do for you. Ooh, it's gonna be a nice one, not too long, but should be some good information. I got everything marked out, so I'm ready to do what I do. Let's go. Rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. You're a right thinker. Your goal is, to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through, because that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the question or the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And two, Maya, be true. And that's what we into right here. Maya is all about getting you to self-mastery with what? Right thinking. Meditation is par for the course. Why? That's how you commune with your higher self. I gave you the pineal gland lesson. That's what meditation does. Tickle the pineal gland and righteous and virtuous living. Let's put it to use. Right now, right thinkers, let's talk about daily meditation sharpens the mind. Daily selfish service purifies the heart. That's what my philosophy gets you to understand. That's what I'm about to tell you. Just a half a page of information. I'm going to do pretty much. I'm going to take a page out of my passage book. I'm going to read a few, break it down. Read a little bit, break it down. Hopefully, and get through this because it ain't a whole bunch of information. So I'm going to do a lot of breaking down, hopefully. All right, let's go. Try to simplify it. The philosophy of daily meditation and putting it into action means reflecting on one's actions. You are controlling yourself, patrolling yourself. Did I do this? Should I have done that? How to do that? That's controlling. That's self-mastery. That's how you get control of one's mind. What's this? Now, it may seem foreign or hard to you at first, being a practicing yogi. 10 years ago, I was skeptical about, man, I don't know what this yoga thing, I can't get this meditation thing right. Why, and then something happened. Ooh, Nelly. Once you get the hang of it, it's a beautiful thing. All right. But at first, it's foreign to you, again, from experience. But if you learn to reflect upon it for yourself, you will be the one to discover that it holds great truths as well as great potential that will assist you in discovering what we call abiding peace and harmony in your life. I get excited right there because these lessons I learned and I put them in action so I know just what they mean. After reading it, learning it, studying it, and living it, it makes all the sense in the world. So now I can teach it from that aspect. That's the part I'm having fun with. Why? I learned all of this. And when you personally begin to practice daily, and you will soon discover just how wonderful it is to be in control of what? You ready? Your mind. Your mind. When the mind is at rest, at peace, it's calm, it's collective, it can do what it needs to do, function on all cylinders. Your discernment is there, your speaking Makadu is there, your intuitive knowledge is there. You have everything lined up and all you do is knock them down as you go. And that's righteous living, virtuous living. What? Daily in your life. Got nothing to do with nobody else. This is all personal. Remember, self. And it's good to be in control of one's mind instead of what? Instead of being a prey, okay, the victim to, watch this, the positive or negative emotions and desires that you will discover an incomparable feeling which goes beyond the ordinary concept of happiness. What they're saying is emotions. When it's good, you're happy. When it's bad, you're sad. Get past that. Learn to flatline. Maintain thought process, right thinking, stay calm, maintain your patience, all the things that you need to do for yourself to maintain what? Self-integrity, righteous in your personal self. That's what's important. That's art of self-mastery. Don't get caught up in your emotions. Most of us live through our emotions, okay? And as with all human endeavors, we all have emotions that we live through. But in order to gain personal success, you again need to study the philosophy. How? Intensely. Why? Because with great concentration, and then this is the best part right here. This is the best part. With great concentration, daily meditation, your life will not, excuse me, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Again, as with all human endeavors, in order to gain or be success for yourself, you need to yourself study the philosophy, again, intensively with great concentration. That's another way of saying meditation. And then practice it where? In your daily life. That's my biggest pet peeve right there. Learning something, getting information about something. If you're not going to put it to use, why get it? Why learn it? That's useful information. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. What I give you, you should be using. Why? That way you can benefit from what? The information that I'm giving you. You use it. And you treat it as an experiment for yourself. Personally, let me see if this works. It don't hurt to try something different. That's the concept. Let me see why you can't. When I'm getting information from my pastor, I know it's biblical information. I don't have biblical information. So whatever biblical information I get from him, I can trust that's where it's coming from, and I respect that. It ain't mine, but guess what? When I practice it after being given to me, I find that it works just as well as mine. Again, different strokes for different folks, but the goal is still the same. So when you make that experiment for yourself, practice it and see how it happens, the world, and watch this, the world and your life will not go away. It's going to be, you can't change that. Learn to deal with it. Find yourself, mastery oneself, and you ask what? Yourself, again, self, what would happen if I was to become less attached and more in control of what? My mind. Ding, ding, ding. You'd be alone. You'd be secluded. You won't have no friends, and people look at you like you're crazy. Been there, done that too. And that's how you get where you want to be for yourself. By yourself. You're going to be by yourself. That road that you travel, everybody on that road. Like my mother said, road is the road, the destruction. We all know that. It's two roads to travel, the ignorant and the knowledge. Ignorant being easy, everybody down that road. I tell you, when everybody going that way, go the other way. That's the hard way. That's the right way. That's the way I travel. Away from the crowd. Why? Do your own thing. Find your own way. Make your own way. Watch this. This is going to prove that out. Follow the teachings that you're learning for yourself. Make you the experiment. Make you the focal point of the experiment by following the teachings, and you yourself will now discover for yourself the inner resources that you need to help discover what? True happiness. That's not objects and things outside of yourself. It's things inside yourself and how you think of yourself. And to overcome obstacles in life, aka the ego personality that will hold you back from what? Being your best self and knowing yourself. That's why. If you're ego driven, you ain't ever gonna grow. You're gonna stay right there in the third level of the change of Maya. I'm about to take to the next level, change the balance scales of Maya. It's 7 of them, just like the Kundalini. But the concept is you have to raise your conscious level to be what? A better you. That's work that you put in. The self, right there. You, the self, which is your innermost essence of every human being. Nobody's exempt. If you have a spirit, you have God in you. If you ain't conscious of that, that's a you problem, not God's. Save what? Save you, the individual, when what? When they turn to who? God or the self? The self. And that's the only reality. If you don't know God is in you, you don't know Jack. And you sure won't know you. So understand that for yourself. All this is personal. I don't give a crap what somebody knows. You should be taking this for yourself and using it what? For yourself. When you're doing what's good and right, people follow. If you think you're a good leader, start leading and see who follow you. I got 4,000 behind me. How many you got? Moving on. I'm just telling you, that's what you find out. If you're somebody do it. This turning toward the self, which means inward, dive deep within yourself, as my man would say, instead of indulging in the egoism of what? The mind, and that will destroy all your possibility of any danger in the realm of what? Time and space, or what they call the astral planes. When you not letting your ego run you, when you raise your conscious level, thinking right, doing right, you're in a whole different spectrum of life. Why? Your physical body is here, but what's controlling it is the spirit. And let your conscious be your God. And God is our conscious. He's spirit that's in us and conscious that he gave us. All we got to do is connect it with him and we become like him in the flesh. That's the goal to what? The spirit can go home. Can't go home no other way. That's the concept. And that's my goal, to get all us who practice our philosophy to go home. Moving on. Overcome. Okay. Now the self, again, that's God. That's what's inside you. And once you figure that out, now you start going where? Inside you. And this is what Jesus was referring to. Watch this. He spoke in parable. Watch what he's saying. To when he spoke to his followers about guarding against the robbers. Watch this. Y'all ain't got a clue. He says the robbers are the evils, a.k.a. the ego that's in all of us. Y'all call it the devil. The evils of egoism, again, and the ignorance, again. And these are the egoistic tendencies, the satanic qualities of an individual who don't know themselves. You have anger, you have hatred, you're full of lust, and a whole bunch of negative qualities that you like to practice and live off of. And for one who is watchful of himself, he won't fall for that nonsense. And there can be what? No surprises. For one who is not aware, aka ignorant, there is always surprises and unexpected tragedies or adversities that they have to befall in their life. Why? Because themselves. They bring it on themselves. And by giving importance and primacy to these thieves, again, robbing you of what? Your ability to be your best self. Those negative qualities that you have to eradicate through identification with the mind. It's all mental. They're not physical people. They're all aspects of your character, and it's all mental. And now what happens? Your soul is now drawn to have experiences, and they put the fate of karmic entanglements of time and space existence. They alone, the soul got to go with whatever's going on. Whatever you put it through, it don't have no say-so until you wake it up. Until you wake up and realize who and what it is in you. Hence, know thyself. The die is in us. Self, that's us. And watch this. For they who turn to the self, again, God ain't outside you. God is inside of you. You can go to him telepathically, thinking. If you are God conscious, they said, if you think of God and keep God on your mind, it's like going to a spiritual house or church or a place of worship. And you can do it all in your mind. Ain't got to go nowhere. Hello? If the churches knew that, that wouldn't be too good for them. But that's the concept. All right? But watch this. And for those who turn to the self, inside, inward, even if, watch this, there were monumental, bad, negative karmic impressions, meaning no matter whatever you did, how bad it was, in your mind, in your heart, your self-effort will now mitigate those karmas. Meaning somewhat is bad, you can outweigh the bad with good and it'll mitigate the bad. That's what they're telling you. Watch this. And in the same way that when you use soap to wash the dirt off your body, this is the same concept. The soap will cleanse you, but you wash it off, okay? That's like the badness. It got to be washed off and gone down the drain, but you still the same self. And it cleanses your conscience, your mind of what? Impure thoughts, negative thoughts to keep you from doing what? Bad and negative, egoistic things like desires of the flesh, pleasure of the flesh, what they want. No, you got that under control. You are the creator. You are the controller of what? Your own destiny. You control you. And you're responsible for you, so you should be the one controlling you. But if the ego self is in control, you're not. That's the difference. Self-mastery, meaning the ego is under your control, not controlling you. That's the difference. And since God, again, is the focal point and is your intrinsic reality, whether you know it or not, the goal is to know that, okay? There is no one, watch this, to look to for redemption or saving you. You got to be your own savior. Jesus ain't coming back to save you. Think about it. You are the one. Now, there's no other person saving you but what? Yourself. Hello. You caused your own existence, your own karmic concepts that you live in prior lives is still around. In this time and space, and what happened? It is you who are what? Who are responsible for your conditions of your incarnation, prior lives, and the situations in this life. So it's always you. It's always been you. It's always going to be you until what? You know you. So you're going to continue to play this game of life, going around and around, the Ouroboros, okay, chasing your tail, so to speak, or with my man buffering. When you recognize, watch this, in your life, which now you find yourself in situations that you brought on. Again, fetters. Watch this. Also, since your innermost reality is beyond the ego, right there. The ego thinks it's God. That's the demiurge. He thinks it's all about him. No, my man. No. The ego, you go beyond the ego, and that's the divine self, the true self, okay? Haru, the spirit that's in you. Once you know that, now you become what? You have infinite resources through Christ who what? To achieve any goal through Christ who strengthened me. I'm telling you, you got to have what? The spiritual transformation to transform yourself and to change your entire life. I told you, Maya is the philosophy that changed my life for the better. I'm here right now representing it. And anybody, my man, streets to Christ. My man, say that and be about it. Anything that got you from one place to another, you are loyal and allegiance to it. I ain't got a problem with that. Those who use Christ, I respect y'all too. Allah, same thing. So there's no picking and choosing, okay? You respect all, moving on. And for your entire life, okay, you are in charge. So watch this. When you make the change, you will change your entire life. Moving on, wrap it up, I take it home right here. Therefore, through daily understanding of science and practice of yoga philosophy, right thinking, Maya, you can and will develop a total understanding of what? Your mind. Sorry about to get excited. You thinking right. You're knowing what you're doing before you're doing. Your thoughts are pure and good. You're talking what? From the heart. You are a good person in practice. And when you do that every day, it becomes a way of your life. So that's mastery. Watch this. Take it in. Therefore, watch this, in your mind, which will enable you to now affect and make miraculous changes in your own self. It don't get no better than that. This is the true magic of wisdom and the right thinking philosophy, goal, and life experiences that you had to have for yourself to what? Know thyself. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got the message. Didn't want to take too much of your time. I know this clock is rocking, but I want to get that out to you. I'll be right back with some more Maya philosophy. But in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers who starting to learn who they are and passed away. Self-mastery is the way to go.